Hello there, how are you? Welcome. My name is Nina and welcome to my day. What of learning to do makeup? I think it's my day 3, 5, I don't know. I stopped at some point, but this year I decided to try and learn how to do my makeup because why not? I am very confident in my own skin. I don't think I'm confident enough to go out with makeup. Actually, every time I have tried to do makeup and step outside, I can do that, but I can stay with it in the house. So then as I learn, let's chat about something that I have struggled with for, let's just say, my entire life, and that has been the fear of being seen. Now, growing up, I always thought I am an introverted person. I am very reserved, I'm very private and very secretive, which I think that's the right way to approach life. Don't let anyone know about your next move, about your relationship, your finances. Those are things that you're supposed to keep private and secret, right? But I think sometimes we overdo it, or personally, I think I overdid it in such a way that I even kept the things about myself that I should share out with the world. For instance, my skills, my qualities, all things that I believe that could either, by putting them out there, they help me and they help others. I feel I did keep myself so much closed and in a bubble outside of the world, and I've come to realize that wasn't very healthy. So let's prep my skin as we talk more about that. And first of all, we're gonna start with skincare. I'm gonna go ahead with my toner and my vitamin C serum, and then I'm going to use my moisturizing cream, and then my eye peptide. And I will do sunscreen, but I'm not going outside, so I'm not going outside with the makeup. I'm just staying around here in the house, so I can skip sunscreen, especially because of my sunscreen leave that white cast, so I don't like it for now, so I'm gonna skip that. So I'm gonna prep my skin and then can get into the makeup class, which I'm not teaching, as long as talking about the fear of being seen. So back to our conversation. So the number one reason why I was hiding, or the fear of being seen, basically stems from confidence issues. I knew I wasn't very confident when I was young. As I said, I was a very shy girl, but I thought I had solved those issues like maybe 1 or 2, 3 years after I left campus. But now looking back, I think I did. I just tried to survive, or I had just enough to keep me going, but not enough to fully put me out there and show the world what I am really capable of. And it's not like I wasn't good enough, it's just that probably I was very insecure of who I am, of what I am capable of doing. Growing up, or not really growing up, but being the school I went to, especially for my high school, I was really kind of bullied. I wasn't a most outgoing social person, and I wasn't a popular girl in school, and I feel like there are also people who made certain comments about me which really kind of make me hide. And not just in school, I feel like home wasn't even the best solution for me again. So when you're not the person that people choose or people look at, you tend to hide, and that's exactly what I did, and I continue to do that even in my adult years. So having low confidence was, I have to say, is one of the reasons why I have been hiding, or why I thought I was just a secretive person or a private person, or a guarded person. But in short, I just don't think I was confident enough. The other thing is that I let my insecurities take charge of my life, I feel I never liked smiling or laughing because you see my teeth, right? So I always, and people would look at it and make comments about it, so that kind of make me hide. I didn't want to talk to people because I didn't want people to see me. The other thing it also could be I was very much overweight growing up, and again, given how society has deemed you being overweight or something, again, that was a reason why it was easy for me to hide from people. And the other thing, those two, I feel like they're just things that came from my childhood a lot, and I didn't realize they were affecting me in one or another. But growing up, I think recently I have realized it's probably because of my fear of criticism. Because trust you me, I went to school, I got good grades, I have certifications and all those kind of things, but I never even post them on places like LinkedIn. Why? Because I fear no matter what I've done, I am simply not the best person in the room. And I look at people look at my work and say it's not good enough, which it's not a problem. I think I'm open to criticism, but then if you're not putting yourself out there, or you're not putting your work out there for people to look at it, then how are you going to receive that criticism? How are you going to get the feedback and work on them? Because I worked on projects, portfolio projects on my career, but I sat down with them. They're just hidden in my laptop. Nobody is seeing them, nobody is looking at them. And one thing I come to realize is that the world is very different, especially the world we are currently living in. Unless you put out yourself there, nobody is really going to come to you. I feel like early on in life, or generations ago, people would just finish school, apply for a job, and easily get a job. But right now you need connections, you need connectivity. Even in job applications, they are asking you for your social media channels. They'll ask you for your LinkedIn profile and those kind of things. And that simply means you can just sit down with your skills, with your qualifications, and let no one see them. They are not gonna take you anywhere. And that's what I come to realize, because I couldn't even post my the way people will always post their certificates. Oh, I gained these certificates from here. I had so many certifications and qualifications that I couldn't post, or even when I graduated, I couldn't post that. And now that I've come to realize, it wasn't giving me anything. I wasn't being private. I wasn't actually being secretive with my life. I was just really scared of putting myself out there, and it has cost me a lot at this point in my life at 28 years old. So I think that's the main reason why you and I would feel like we don't want to be seen. So if you're a private person, or you identify yourself as someone who is private and someone who doesn't want people to know what they're up to, I think you really need to start questioning, is it healthy or not? Am I overdoing it? So as much as we are having most of our parts private, I feel like there are parts of our lives that we really need to share with the world, especially if those things are going to help us grow. If you're an artist, or somebody who paints, somebody who have a skills to create things, then put them out there, because if you keep them in your house, nobody is gonna see them. If you're good with fashion, designing things, nobody is gonna come and see them in your rough book or your paper book. You really have to put them out there. If you're good, that was the same thing. I always thought about starting a YouTube channel like I did, and I thought I would do it because this is something that I would think about it every other night and everything. But then I was like, no, I don't want people knowing my thoughts. I don't want to invite people into my world or my mind and everything. And at first it feels good when nobody is knowing what you're up to or what you have been doing. Then again, I've come to realize people will talk, but they probably don't care. And if you don't put your work out there, one, you're not going to be able to receive the criticism or the feedback that is going to help you grow, and number two, it's not going to add value to you or to any other person. So that is one thing I'm coming to realize, is that I wasn't private, I wasn't reserved, it's just that I wanted to live in this bubble, being secret. I didn't want to talk to people or go outside and meet people, and that has really come to hurt me, especially in the world we are in today, because you need to connect with people. Your network is your net worth, and I am afraid that I've come to learn that very late. So I'm taking initiative to put my skills out there, my certifications, telling people I am capable of doing this, and I can offer this service or this value to you. And so I feel like that is something that we should all really do, because trust you me, the loud people are the ones who succeed. Audacious people who confidently speak and say, this is me, this is all I'm capable of doing, they will be able to achieve more than you are able to achieve. Even when they have less qualifications than you, they are able to go far more than you can do. So as somebody who is very private, who is secret, which I say it's good, they are part of your life, you should keep private, learn to step out. You are not being private, you're not being secret, you just don't want to put your life in your corner, or you don't want people to know about you. You just have fear, you're just afraid of putting yourself out there because you're scared of what people will say. Number one, you are afraid of criticism, and number three, you are afraid of failure and being judged. But people will judge you in either way. Tell people you're capable of, put that out there, publish that video. If it does well and good. If it doesn't, well and good. The fact that is that you tried, and I am working on that, and I wish you could also work on that. So my question to you is, are you private, or is it just the fear of being seen, that you don't want to put yourself out there to the world? And in the current society and the way things that are running these days, you will not achieve anything if you're hiding. You have to put your skills out there, you have to put your values out there, you have to tell people what exactly you can give to them so that they can come to you, because otherwise you're gonna suffer like I've suffered. Go there, make friends, make network, put out that LinkedIn post. You will be surprised how many people will interact with you. I did that, and I just thought that this post that I always wanted to post on LinkedIn about issues that I seen, and I never did because I was so scared. And the moment I put it out there, I was surprised by the number of people who engaged with it and the people it reached out to. But if I kept sitting down with it like I always did, it was never going to put myself out there. I'm not saying you expose your entire life on social media or anything. I'm just saying sometimes you're holding back way too much than you're supposed to be holding. And if you have been that person, like I have been that person, I hope you're going to find the courage, the confidence to put yourself out there, put out that product, put out that skill. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. Well, people are gonna give you recommendations that and ways to improve. If people are gonna speak badly, then it's gonna help you strengthen your character and everything. But all I can say is that stop hiding your potential, your skills, your gifts from the world. It's not about being secretive, you're just scared of being seen. At least that has been my story, and that has been my life, and I don't want to live like that again.